Hello and welcome to Reel's Coaster Vault, Edition 1, Episode 1, whatever. We're going to take a look at Ollin, and this ride is at least 10 years old. You'll notice here, these are just the last dates modified, and at this point the ride was already, layout was done, most of the smoothing was done, and I was working on 3D objects, and you all know how long that takes me to do anything related to this thing, so... yeah, we're going back to 11/6/2002. I would bet that I started this early 2002, so we're right around the corner. We're gonna open up this file here, and first impressions are probably like, holy crap, that's a really long straight segment. Yes, those are heartline rolls, and yes, they're way too long. I get it. Okay, again, 2002. That's my excuse. Alright, this is Intamin Hypercoaster, basically set to be my own take on a ride like Colossus. A lot of inversions. Look at that terribly misshapen loop. Oh yeah. And not to mention just utterly massive segments. 239 feet over here. Basically the idea was include the Batwing in there, which is... an element that I really enjoy, other than that, I don't even remember what the real purpose of this ride was. Usually I have some sort of purpose, but I didn't on this one. But loot drop, loot, Batwing, airtime hill coming back, this really fast misshapen corkscrew into Cobra roll, corkscrew, dive into a like an Aztec bath ruin area. Come back up into a corkscrew, little airtime hill, and then just three of the most insanely drawn out heartline rolls possible. I believe I took Buster's and then reworked the entrance and exits, because the one that he had, the entrance and exit at the time, they weren't lined up to be straight, so that was really the only challenge with that. Those turned out rather nice, but again, 2002. This is prior to any tools. I don't even think Tia had released her construction kit, which would have been the first set of tools anyways. So, quick flyover. And we'll take you into the sim. I'll talk just a little bit more, and then I'll shut my mouth and let you guys enjoy a seat on Ollin. Really old ride. Do a little fly around here first, get rid of some of these stats. Again, backstory with this is this ride was mostly created, I think just partly to create sort of a ride with a regular park feel to it. I was most proud really of some of the textures I was able to find, and got them to look really nice. This is just really crude stuff though. You'll notice here's my cheap fence, which is actually 3D objects, because really hadn't mastered the whole alpha thing. But really just create a nice atmosphere. My favorite looking part, and probably my favorite part in general, was this right here, and probably for obvious reasons, it's got a nice feel to it. You'll see this texture a lot. I found it 10, 11 years ago, and I've still used it recently. Just like the effect of the water, kind of like a pool there. And we'll let the ride come around here. Makes its way through the end of the Cobra roll, corkscrew number 2, into misshapen number 3, and then we'll see it pass through all these just ridiculously long heartline rolls. Really absolutely no reason for it. There's my giant... It's just really comical to see how badly misshapen that loop is. absolutely old. I think I'll drop this camera here and there we go. As a perfectionist, I really did care as much about my track work as I did about designing the 3D objects, which would cause a lot of delay. But I can't lie, everybody knew this early in the game that any extra 3D bit really helped pump up a score for a ride, and I try to take advantage of that just as much as everyone else. But you'll see I have a ton of rides that didn't make it past even the track stage just because either took too long and the standards got higher, or just didn't measure up later. So let's go ahead and take a spin here. Reset this. Let's go into my favorite view here. I want to say the ride was probably going to be wrong now. 160 feet-ish. Not even sure with terrain. Well, we'll figure out top speed here real quick. That doesn't even seem right for that height, but I'm probably wrong. Look how terrible that is. Overbanked. Could just sit here and point out all the flaws. And at that point, I didn't know how to finish the ride, and so I threw in some trims and a long meander back to the station. Yep, the only thing I'll let you know is this is true hand smoothing. This ride did not at all use any sort of tools. This was pre-tools, so I did not even have that luxury. I'll do a backseat for you guys. Just because I'm sure someone will cry about it. And we'll speed this up. Hope that the blocking is good, because, well, how many times has it changed since this was built? And so far so good. Now you can really see all the flaws. Everything's good, and then, oh, there we go. And there we go. That is Ollin, front, back, every other direction. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the first one. I'm sure I'll change this format up, but wanted to kind of get this thing off the ground. And I thought, you know, what better than a ride that I felt had so much promise and did not go anywhere. How terrible these supports are. What was I thinking? Oh well, we're all beginners. Again, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go in chronological order, so a lot of you waiting for a few rides in particular. Yep, yeah, I can see them for a while. So that's my way to torture you, and you're just going to have to live with it. Or you can just ignore all the videos until that one. But until then.